Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another unconfirmed species of Sansevieria, and this Sansevieria was collected in a mountain in Guro. So it is tagged as Sansevieria SP Mount Guru. That translates to Sansevieria species Mount Guru. It means it is collected in a mountain in a place called Guru. Guru is a district of Manica province in western Mozambique. So the plant is also coming from one of the places where a bunch of very beautiful Sansevierias were collected in Mozambique. So Mount Guru is a mountain in Mozambique, and I have heard that it is Ton Rolkins who collected this in Mount Guru, and it is now being called or tagged in the market as Sansevieria SP Mount Guru. So it is an unconfirmed species. I'm not sure if I've already seen or there is already an existing documentation of a flower bloom of it or inflorescence, because from that we will be able to tell if this particular unconfirmed species is part of the Halii species of Sansevieria. So Halii species are the bat type Sansevierias. I haven't started featuring the Halii species yet on the channel, but in the near future I will be. So going back to what we have right now, like I mentioned, it is still unconfirmed and it is just named or ID'd as Sansevieria species Mount Guru. So this is how the new leaves would look like, new leaves or juvenile leaves, so to say. And when they are in juvenile form, they have a very vivid pattern on them, so the pattern can be easily described or identified. So as they grow into maturity, this is the second oldest, the pattern would darken up a bit. So you can still see the pattern on the leaf when they grow into semi maturity, but when they are already matured, the whole leaf would darken, and you can barely figure out the pattern of the leaf from it. So this is the oldest leaf on this clump. This is the back part of the leaf. It has also darkened out as comparison to the juvenile, wherein you can really tell the distinct pattern on it. This is, by the way, the abaxial or the back part of the leaf, and this is the front part of the leaf. So the back part in juvenile stages would be lighter compared to the front part of the leaf. I can show you the opposite side of the back part, which is very light. This is the front part. The color, the green color on it, is darker compared to the one that you'll be seeing at the back part. So you can really see the lighter coloring when they are in juvenile state. Then as they go into maturity, they would darken out a bit, and then when the leaf becomes very mature, it would look like this. So in the wild, you would be seeing most of the leaves would look as such, and perhaps if there are new offset, they would be like this, lighter in color. And that's how I would describe the transformation of the pattern on the leaves of Sansevieria SP Mount Guru as it matures. So it is the pattern on it, it's kind of mottlings, composed of mottlings. There are lighter mottlings and darker mottlings on it, and you can also see that there are dark longitudinal lines on Mount Guru. So This one again is juvenile of leaf, a newest leaf that grew on it. This is a semi matured leaf. There is dark green longitudinal lines as well, and this is another one. You can see that there are about 2 to 3 longitudinal lines present on the leaf of Sansevieria sp Guro. So on here you can see that this is the dark green longitudinal line that you can barely see because the leaf would darken upon maturity. So those are the characteristics of or pattern of Sansevieria sp Mount Guru. Next, before I take measurements, I will say this as an observation. I do not think it is very similar to the species of Halii, but not really Halii because Halii uh, are having very chunky leaves, semi-cylindrical. This one is close to being flat. As you can see, it is flat. It is not as chunky as Halii, which is almost cylindrical in shape. This one is just about, I would say, 1/4 of cylindrical leaf shape. So there you go. That's one of my additional observation. That is why this specimen or Sansevieria sp Guru is still undefined, because I think the experts are having a hard time whether to have it as a separate species or would include it with the Halii species of Sansevieria. So I think that's it for a brief introduction or information about the plant. And this pot, I have about 3 of them. This is the oldest, this is the second oldest, and this is the new offset coming from it. This one's going to Lawrence as well. So with that said, this time before we end, we will take measurements of the leaf size, leaf length. When I received the plant, the leaf length would be at 7 inches, and the longest that I am recording right now is almost double of it, maybe 13.8, or you can already say it's 14, because the specimen has grew deeper, so I can't really pull it out and measure it because that would be very meticulous, and I don't have the time to really get the exact measurement from the bottom part of the pot, but we'll get average measurements of the leaf size. So first I have 7 inches, or that's 7.5. Then the second newest would be at 12, because they're curling, bending outwards. I would say that it's about 12.5 when you really measure it straight. Unfortunately, I have a stiff ruler. That is why I can't really measure the exact height, but I can give you the approximation by using the simple ruler that I have. So there you go. So the leaf length would be at around 6 to 13, 6 to 14 inches long. And next we will, since it is not really semi-cylindrical or almost cylindrical, it's almost flat, we can measure the width of the leaf for this Sansevieria species Mount Guru. So I'm measuring on the newest leaf 40.2. Alright, there you go, 39.3. That's the newest offset. The newest offset, folks, is the largest on this clump. The oldest, it's curling, so I would say it's around 38.9 if you try to flatten it out, but I can't, since it's a stiff plant. Although it's flat, it's very stiff. You cannot force it to flatten out to be measured. So I'm just getting an approximation of it. So this one's 41.4. This one is 39.5, maybe 40.3 if you try to flatten it out. This one is also curved, so if you measure it when it's curved, it's 34, but if you try to flatten it out, I would say it's 42.5 or something. So that's an approximation of the width of the leaf. There's no way to measure the thickness of the leaf. I guess I can. It's semi-flat, but the measure of the thickness is about 6.7 millimeters. So it's not paper thin flat or cardboard thin flat. It's still thick, but it is flatter compared to your common Halley species of Sansevieria. So, folks, I guess that's all I can discuss with regards to Sansevieria sp. Mount Guru. Like I said, this is an undefined or unconfirmed species, and it is said to have been found by Ton Rolkins, and he found it in Mount Guru. Aside from that, I don't have any other information about it. If you have any questions or suggestions, though, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you like what I have presented, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you and goodbye.